What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another
My name is Jeff.
Reacts. Welcome back to your Tom MacDonald Tuesdays. In case you missed last week, I did Anxiety Spoken Word, and Friday when Tom released his new song, Remember Who You Are, I did that as well. So just know that I'm going down the rabbit hole. I've got all this. I mean, if there's a particular Tom song you want to see me skip to, please let me know. But in the meantime, let's dive right at Tom and Glasses. This is really in the Clark Kent kind of glasses. This is weird, but let's get into it.
I got away from all the chains they tried to lock me up with. I wasn't made for 9 to 5s or working in construction. I never fit the system, my description is the suspect. I gave him all the finger, then I rode into the sunset. And I don't want to be promoted, I don't need to raise a buck. And I don't want the Christmas bonus or the new company truck. Keep that silly uniform I had to wash and dry. I'm not a brick that's in your wall, but you're a thorn that's in my side. I was born to not comply with all the orders and defy all of the horrors I survived. I feel like normal's a disguise, and I don't want an application or a half an hour lunch or
How
a
did I not
cubicle
realize
to
you
work a
did
job
that?
that I don't even love. My veins are full of gasoline, my motor's made of stolen parts. I've tightened all the nuts and bolts, but I work on cars. The system's trying to smother me, but anarchy is in my heart. They slash my tires and cut my brakes. I'll crash now if it even starts. My boss don't even know that I make music he would care about. He thinks I'm just some stoner stacking boxes in a warehouse. I got dreams and goals and things I'm told are worth to keep aspiring. When music is my full-time job, then nobody can fire me. But right now it ain't hiring. My groceries expiring. My rent is due. My phone is off. The extra shifts are tiring. I know I'm made for more than what my resume reflects. The government is trying to dumb me down with guns and booze and sex. I'm not a salesman, I couldn't sell beer in the prohibition. I've never been the type to make a living off commission. I'm no good at wearing suits or doing taxes for a business. I wanna count some money, not the hours and the minutes. I'm not a carpenter, a lawyer, a doctor. I'm not a waiter or a teacher or a cop or a plumber. I'm not a tradesman or an architect, an engineer, a pilot or a mailman. I'm something that don't fit into their perfect little game plan. I'm me. And they can try to kill my spirit with overtime when the barn burns. But if there's one thing I ain't scared of, it is long days and hard work. So they can pay themselves $1 while I only make a cent. But I will stack up all my pennies till they're higher than the fence. Then I'll climb them like a ladder and jump to the other side. Spend the nickels that I made on a taxi or hitch a ride. Bet they never thought they'd see the day I left them to survive and use the system that they built to leave their system all behind.
Bro, mic drop. Yes. Boom. Boom. Bro, everything you said again to a T. I've done the 9 to 5. I've done, retail, grocery stores. I mean, technically, grocery stores are up there with retail, but they just include more food, and some places make you shave and wear hairnets so you don't get your hair in the food or whatever. I've done casinos. I've done, campgrounds even. I've done fast food. I can't say I've done it all, but I've done a lot. Like I've had quite a few jobs in my time. I don't currently work. For those of you that are gonna ask, I know you. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little jaded already, but like between anxiety. Oh no, he's got anxiety. He's just not, dude. Calm down. Severe anxiety. The doctors have even giving me pills and everything. Like I do. I may act somewhat normal on here, but trust me, I barely leave my apartment half the time. Anxiety and depression. Possibly even autistic, quite possibly. We're getting that checked out. And just my stomach. Honestly, I've had stomach problems for the last 6 years at least. I'm just going back to the 2020. I was actually going to say it, but YouTube will probably flag me for that. Can't say that on here. Some people can get away with it, but not everybody can. I mean, I've been having stomach problems kind of my whole life, but they started getting worse after that. I cough, I spit, I burp. It's gross, it's rude. I try not to, but I genuinely can't help it. And honestly, I'm so used. You'd think I'd be used to getting the looks by now, like, ew, what are you doing? But sometimes I still I do it, and people look, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I know it's gross. I don't like it either. But legit, that's why I haven't been working the last few years between anxiety and stomach problems. Between just generally being challenged my whole life, going from job to job, being special education and everything, and now with the stomach issues and stuff, it's hard, actually hard for me to actually get work. It really is. It's not even just experience. And of course, there's jobs I would like to venture. I've thought about venturing out into, but I generally just, being on calls constantly and just dealing with the public and the spitting and constant panic attacks. I literally can't do it. I medically can't do it. It's not even like you just don't want to work. Like, I actually can't. But anyways, I love doing this, and I know Tom's talked about anxiety in the past, but like, I love that he even mentioned that, like, forget about working 9 to 5, I'm doing what I can to pay the bills while I do this on the side and blah 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 blah. But I know I'm gonna quote him, but I'm gonna say it myself. I know that I'm meant for something so much more. The system hates people like us because we're just not going to comply with anything that they say. I never got the jab. I wore a mask only temporarily, but I quit wearing that after a while, and I can promise you now I'm never going to wear it again. It was very temporary. Certain places I wore it to, but I was one of the dumb ones of the herd. I fell for it at first too, and never again. Never, ever again. The masks are dumb. And if you like wearing a mask, to each their own. To each their own. If it makes you feel comfortable, go for it, but I think they're ridiculous. They don't work at all. No, they don't. There's no good science. Don't give me CNN. Don't give me Dr. Fauci. Don't give me whatever the crap you want. They don't work. Period. The only time that I'll even remotely wear a mask now is since we moved down here into Kentucky for pollen reasons, because it's hard for me to breathe with the pollen. But like germs, like sickness germs, those can get right through the masks. But anyways, not trying to get largely political on this, just simply saying we are like anarchy, just anarchy, being against the system, rebelling. Forget about 9 to 5 jobs. Forget about just like society molding into a particular job and waking up every morning, coming back from work, blah, 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 blah. Like, we ain't doing that. We just ain't doing that. We're meant for something much, much bigger, and we are going to fight for it. And that's exactly why I do this, because I want my voice to be heard. I want to get my voice out there, but I just said that. Like, I want to get my voice out there. I like the idea of entertaining. I do, and I may not entertain everybody. I may not be everybody's cup of tea. But if I can get a laugh or a smile, anything, that's what I want to do. And on the more serious notes, when it comes to it from time to time like this, mentioning anxiety and depression, autism, bipolar, ADHD, or just simply being religious, whatever it is, I'm here for that too. I used to try to kind of hold some of that stuff back when I first started doing these reactions, because I know there's certain people that feel a certain type of way, and I wanted to kind of stay civil and make everybody happy, but you're not. You're never, ever going to make everybody happy, and that's still something that I'm trying to figure out. But I can't stay silent on some things. I just can't. I can't sit here and just go, that's okay. That's okay. A lot of the stuff going on in the world right now is just not okay, and as you can tell by some of my banners, where I stand, or even my hoodie here. And considering this is Tom viewers, I know that I can say some of this stuff a little bit more versus some of the other bands that you say some of this stuff and these people call you racist and bigoted and homophobic and whatever, all this other crap and whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm tired of caring. I'm tired of being scared. I'm tired of being worried about offending somebody. You're offended, so what? You're an adult. Grow up. Freaking deal with it. Honestly, who cares anymore? I say that now, and sometimes I see the occasional comment, and I'm just like, why would you say that? But we all get a little soft from time to time. We all see something that we're just like, what the fuck? What the crap, bro? Why would you say that? But generally speaking, honestly, at the end of the day, who cares, really? Everybody's going to think what they're going to think. They're going to do what they're going to do. I'm not going to change your mind, and you are not going to change mine. Who cares? I mean, of course, you shouldn't say who cares and just be totally heartless. We're not saying that. We're just... People need to stop being so damn offended. Society needs to freaking grow a pair. And yes, I do support the current president 100%. Do you support him doing this? Do you support him? I support him. There's some things that I slightly disagree with right now, but that really doesn't matter. My opinion does not matter in the overall game right now. The system needs to collapse. And there's only one way that's going to do it. And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of you, even some conservatives, aren't going to like hearing this, but 5D chess. I'm going to say that again. 5D chess. I'm waiting for the long haul. I am here. I have faith in God. I have faith in Trump. And I know that he is doing amazing things for this country, and I am here for every single bit of it. And you are not going to tell me otherwise. I ran the files. It's all part of the game, brother. It's all a part of the game. I'm here for it. Again, some things I'll tell you wholeheartedly I disagree with the AI. I want us to go back, and we're jumping into it. But somebody just told me recently that he's only promoting AI because somebody somewhere has told him you have to get on board with it, because regardless if you do it, somebody else is going to do it. And really, do you want to see... Scared the crap out of me. I forgot my alarm for taking my pill. Do you want to see, like, how do you want, like, considering it's most likely going to take over in the future, how do you want to see it handled? Do you want it in the wrong hands and see humanity completely taken over and just evil and everything? Like, our worst fears, like Terminator and iRobot and everything else confirmed. Like, do you want to go that route? Or do you want to control it and see it go another way? Because, like, they're just going to let it go out of hand. Like, they don't even, like, they may control some parts of it, but they're just going to let it go do whatever it wants. I don't want any AI. I'd rather go completely off-grid. Completely. I don't want to deal with any new technology. Like, a simple laptop, TV, and maybe this little phone, I'm fine with that. But all this AI, you know, people creating people, computers controlling people, and cars, and cash registers, and, like, everything that they're like, it's gonna, like, the whole world's gonna be a freaking computer. I'm not for that. Full stop. Full stop. Stay as far away from AI as you possibly can. And if I have to stop my YouTube tomorrow, I'll do it. This is the biggest thing that brings me joy and passion, and I feel like I can reach a lot of people. But if I have to stop tomorrow, then that's that. I don't know what else I'll do. I'll figure something out, I guess. I'm not gonna have a choice. But as long as I can do YouTube without AI, I'm going to. Anyways, back to the thing with Tom. Like, yeah, wholeheartedly agree. I'm with you, Tom. Thank you again for saying it. Sometimes I don't know how to put it into words, and you fit it just right. And sometimes I want to kind of add on to what you're saying, but generally speaking, I'm with you. Perfect. Dude, love this guy. There's so much more that I want to say. I really do. I want to go on a rampage, but I think I've said more than enough. Let's end it right here. There are things that I do disagree with him on, but it's slight things, honestly, and we'll take care of it all in the long run. I have faith in that. Some of it bothers me. Like, I think abortion totally needs to be outlawed, and honestly, we need to make insane asylums great again, straight up. Like, we just do. Put the gay people in there, the trans. Like, God doesn't want you to be gay. I realize my body, my choice, blah, 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 but abortion is murder. God says thou shalt not kill in the Bible, and being gay is an abomination. Sorry, it just is. It even says that in the Bible. Love the person, hate the sin. We don't hate people that are gay, but we pray that you open your heart and your mind. Like, God doesn't want you to do that. We don't, I can't stress that enough. We don't hate you, but we pray you open your mind and your heart to what God truly wants for you. There's no good transition for that. I'm sorry. I got to move on here. Hope you guys are actually having a good day. And if not, I hope I can bring some sort of positive light to your day. Because, guys, whatever's going on for you, whatever it may be, just remember that you are not alone. You are never alone. You're a warrior. You're a soldier. Stay strong. I believe in you. And if you need it, the comments are there for a event, or you can DM me personally on my socials. But you do got this. Brofist. High five. You got this, guys. I know it's easier said than done, but you do got this. Try and stay with me. And on that very note right there, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so very much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, remember,
my name is Jeff.
Pef Junkies Unite. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, love, peace, and chicken grease. You guys have a fantastic day and a fantastic night. And I hope you're having a great week. You got this. Next week is 4th of July. America's 250. Let's go. Have a good night, guys.